You know it. You love it. It's the Sun Belt Weekly Pick'em. After last week, Bennett took the lead. Jack is 20-6. Bennett, you are 21-5.
Wow.
You beat me by 2 games. A really solid showing out of you. So we're going to head on over to sunbeltsports.org. Check out that football schedule, and we'll head up the Sun Belt Weekly Pick'em. Up first, it's Wake Forest at ODU. How did ODU get Wake Forest to come there?
I don't know. They've had some ACC teams visit them, which is pretty darn cool. And they've beaten Virginia Tech in the past. And, Jack, they're going to beat Wake Forest this weekend.
Is ODU not as bad as we thought?
They hung in there against Tech, and then who'd they beat? Louisiana?
Yeah, put like 38 up.
Wake also, missed some chances against Elon week 1 and then beat Vandy, but not that convincingly. I kind of think Old Dominion's got a really great opportunity here.
All right. I'm looking for a pen so I can write this down.
Go Monarchs, baby.
Found it. All right. I'm going to go Wake Forest in that game. I just can't get myself to take ODU.
That's fair.
All right. Next game, Georgia Southern at Wisconsin. Your boys, the Badgers. Can they bounce back after an absolutely detrimental loss to Washington State that some are calling the worst loss in Luke Fickell's career and one of the worst losses Bennett Conlon has ever seen in person?
In person on my TV screen. I think if Georgia Southern had a defense, they'd be like the best team in the Sun Belt.
I agree wholeheartedly. I was writing up the power rankings today, and I was like, holy crap, this offense is just so much better than everyone else.
But they can't really stop anyone. So I think Wisconsin will win. I think Wisconsin will run the ball, and Georgia Southern will not have quite enough firepower to keep up.
I'm going to go Georgia Southern.
Oh, another big upset.
They upset Nebraska last year. They got whoever that was the coach fired. Do they upset Wisconsin and get Luke Fickell fired in just his 3rd game? Probably not, but one can hope. East Carolina, they continue their run against Sun Belt schools. They head to Boone, North Carolina to take on App State. Who do you got?
I don't know if Mike Houston is ECU's coach next year. I'm going to go with App State in this one.
I don't know if Mike Houston knows how to coach an offense. They've put up 16 points this season.
They haven't really been a complete team since he's been there. Last year they scored a bunch and couldn't really defend. It's been weird.
Yeah, I'm going App as well because I just don't think ECU is that good. ULM, Texas A&M. Can a Sun Belt team take down Texas A&M for the 2nd straight year? App did it last year.
I was told on Twitter that ULM is one of the few teams with an inside track to a New Year's Six bowl, but I'm going to go with Texas A&M here.
It's funny because in my power rankings, they are not last. They're essentially last. Arkansas State is last. ULM is next. They are 2-0, but I am not sold on anything that they do. I don't think they have a good offense. I don't think they have a great defense. Give me Texas A&M with ease. Tulane at Southern Miss. Southern Miss fans are calling this like a must-win.
That's fun. I'll say Tulane, although they hung in there really well against Ole Miss without Michael Pratt. So if Michael Pratt can play, that would be a boost this weekend. But Southern Miss, I think, is still a little bit away from looking like a Sun Belt contender.
I agree. I'm on Tulane as well. I don't think Southern Miss is that great. They just lost by like 53 to Florida State. And I know Florida State's great, but like if you want to be like a middle of the pack Sun Belt team, you got to lose by like 40.
Fair.
I've been dreading this game. I don't know which way I'm going to pick, man. Georgia State at Charlotte. Both of my boys.
Both your boys. I'm taking Georgia State here just to continue that Georgia State is a Sun Belt East sleeper trend.
Georgia State is a Sun Belt East sleeper, man. But Charlotte's got Biff Poggi. He doesn't wear sleeves.
I thought that was going to be a one-game thing. But
did you see Charlotte's 2-deep this week? I don't know why you would have.
No, I had not looked.
Quote, Biff Poggi said, every starting position on offense is up for grabs. Each starter on offense is listed with an or.
That's awesome.
Georgia State. Just because when you go into a game like that, I don't have high hopes.
What is that?
Louisiana at UAB.
I'll pick Louisiana, but I'm going to need to see a little something before. Like, it's tough to go from one of the best teams in the Sun Belt. You lose your coach to a Power 5, and then you're kind of just meh. I really thought they were going to beat Old Dominion last week. Couldn't get it done. So maybe they bounce back here.
So you're going Louisiana. I'm going to go with the Fighting Trent Dilfers here.
Okay.
UAB. Stony Brook, Arkansas State.
What is this airing on?
I don't know. ESPN Plus.
Do you think anyone will watch it?
Let's quickly look. How has Stony Brook fared this season?
They suck. They also are bad. They're 0-2 with losses to Delaware and Rhode Island by a combined 44 points.
Okay, so Arkansas State should win.
You'd think.
Arkansas State has been outscored 110-3 this season.
You know how they do ESPN? They do the leading passer for either team, and they list them. It's Stony Brook's quarterback. He's got 302 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 4 picks. So we're in for a treat between these two squads. I'll take Arkansas State.
I think I have to take Arkansas State, but I would not be shocked if Stony Brook just won this outright for no reason.
Butch Jones will be balling if that's the case.
Butch Jones may need to get fired if that's the case. Duquesne Coastal.
Coastal, baby.
Coastal, number 2 in my power rankings, number 1 in your heart, folks. South Alabama, Oklahoma State.
South Alabama finally delivers on the preseason hype with an outright win over Oklahoma State.
Wow, I'm going to go Oklahoma State because I've kind of sold my ticket on South Alabama. Jackson State, Texas State.
Texas State is going to get this one done. They were impressive against UTSA after beating Baylor. I don't know. I might be in on Texas State soon.
I think Texas State won't be a top-tier Sun Belt team. I don't think they'll be in the mix to win the Sun Belt West, but I think they're going to hover around 500 in the Sun Belt. I think they are going to be a very, very tough team to beat, and I think G.J. Kinney has really laid a really I know we're 2 games into the Kinney era, but I think he's laid a much better foundation than Everett Withers ever could have dreamt of laying. Give me Texas State. Troy, JMU, at Troy, pick and score.
I've got the Dukes 28-24. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. I wouldn't be surprised if JMU loses at all. Troy's a very good football team, right? It's on the road. They haven't lost at home under Summerall. I just think Signetti's weird comments on Tuesday to me are very much a message of we just got to get a little extra edge because I think we can win the game. McLeod's playing well, distributing well. The offensive line, the defensive line is good. If you get any secondary play, JMU is a extremely tough team to beat. So I'm taking the Dukes. So
what was your score?
28-24, James Madison University.
Okay, I'm going to go JMU as well, but a 35-31 win.
Can't wait for this one.
I think whatever Blake Pace wrote a great betting preview over on jmusportsnews.com. I forget what he picked.
He's got the Trojans.
Would you go the over?
I think he went the over. I might lean that way just because I was a little confused by JMU's secondary. It's only 47 points. So, yeah, I could definitely see it going over that.
Yeah, I like the over in it too.